Hello, everyone. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Graduate Freshman Welcome Briefing 2020. To start off, let's enjoy a video about the Graduate Student Association. Thrilled to have you here. This is Xu Chen from China, a year one student from College of Engineering and also a member in Orientation Subcommittee of GSA. I'm so honored to be the MC today. In the past, the briefing was held offline, but this year the COVID-19 enables us to meet in such a special way. The briefing is organized for new graduate students to meet with the university management and the GSA leaders. Today, we have four distinguished speakers. They are Prof. Ho Kian-Woong from University Management, Ms. Neha Saka from Singapore Global Network, Ms. Caroline Pang from our library, and Ms. Tonanen Penyawat from GSA. Each speaker has around 10 minutes to share specific topics which are closely related to your study, work, and entertainment in NTU. Also, we have our distinguished guests, Prof. Victor Yu and Prof. Vivian Huang from Student Life Office, Prof. Li Poisi from Graduate College, and Ms. Tan Seok San and Ms. Wendy Gui from Student Affairs Office. Thank you so much for your attendance. What's more, we have two game sessions of Kahoot, and the top three players will get a marvelous souvenir. So why not take a chance? If you have any question during the briefing, drop it in the Q&A box and we'll answer it soon. Next, you are enjoying a video about the Graduate Student Association. Continue. Okay, so due to the COVID-19, our activities had to be postponed until the situation allows. Please keep your eyes on the updating and join us. Have a great day with new friends. Okay, without further ado, let's welcome our first speaker, Professor Ho Kian-Woong, to give us a short welcome speech. First, I'd like to give a brief introduction about Prof. Ho. Prof. Ho is the Associate Provost for Student Life. He served in the leadership of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences since its inception. first as a member of the task force for the establishment of the school in 2003, and then as vice dean from 2004 to 2007, and as the head of the sociology division since 2004, and associate chair for academic from 2007 to 2011. Now let's welcome Prof. Kuo to say a few words.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Tai Chi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. And on behalf of our university leadership and all our professors, welcome not only to Singapore, but to NTU. This has been a most unusual time and a very challenging time in the whole world. And we are so happy that all of you have made it here to NTU to begin graduate studies. I would really like to share with you that in NTU, we are really building a special culture of mutual support and mutual respect. And we really want you to be part of this culture. In the first place, our graduate students are known to be very diverse, coming from many different countries. For example, the president of our Graduate Student Association, Mr. Tonaton Panyayut, comes from Thailand. Our MC today comes from China, and we have students from all over the world, including, of course, from Singapore. This diversity, this cultural diversity, but also diversity in terms of our opinions, our disciplines, our cultures. This diversity is something that we value in NTU, and our graduate students make it so special for us because so many of them bring a wonderful atmosphere to the whole university campus. In particular, I would like to share with you two things. In your graduate studies at NTU and in Singapore, you may face certain challenges because you are now adjusting to a new country or to a new academic environment. You will have some ups and downs. We would like you to know that the Graduate Student Association, the graduate student leaders, your classmates, and all of us in the university administration would like to reach out to you. And for your part, please reach out to us. Should you need help, please make the effort to seek help. And in NTU, students who seek help will receive help, and we too will reach out to you if you feel hesitant. In particular, we have a medical center, we have a university well-being center, we have an office of student well-being. All of us are pulling together to support you in your studies, which we hope you will find meaningful and enjoyable in the years ahead. Before I end my little speech here, I'd like to alert you to the existence and the activities of the Graduate Student Association, which the President, Chair, will say more about later. The association has been so helpful for all of us, not just you university students, but we professors and we in university leadership, to understand what the problems of graduate students are and to see how we can work together to make things better for everybody. In addition, the Graduate Student Association has lots of meaningful social activities. And all this is part of this culture of looking out for each other and this culture of us reaching out to each other and being part of one NTU community. So please have a most enjoyable graduate student life ahead. All of us look forward to seeing you in person, and I hope that will be very soon, and we will do great things together. Thank you so much, and once again, welcome to Singapore and welcome to NTU.
for your sharing today, Prof. Guo. And here we have a question for you. Some students are concerned about their studies, their courses in this semester. So they asked, shall we have all the class online this semester? Could you give us some idea about that?
This semester is going to be a very special semester. Please look out for specific announcements concerning the particular program that you are in. Many of these learning activities will happen online, but certainly there will be activities which are in person, such as your laboratories, your meetings with your professors, and so on. This week, many students and many professors and all our staff have been returning to campus. The campus is looking as close as possible to a regular university campus. However, we are all mindful that because of the pandemic, we have to exercise certain kinds of protocols, such as wearing our masks, such as keeping a safe physical distance, as well as signing in and out of buildings. It's a little inconvenient, but this safety will make all of us feel more comfortable on campus. Most of your learning activities will be hybrid with focus on both online as well as in person. But for the specific classes and learning activities, please reach out to your programs, especially the professors and the staff, and they will let you know in detail.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer and also your kind suggestions about the safety measures we need to take in campus. So, Prof. Guo, thank you for your sharing today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And next, we welcome the Ms. Neka Saka, the head of the Singapore Global Network, to give us an introduction of Singapore and the Singapore Global Network, which is abbreviated as SGN. SGN is now a division in the Economic Development Board, comprising Singaporeans and friends of Singapore living abroad, and their goal is to broaden and deepen our overseas networks. So, Ms. Saka, could you please share your slides now? Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't hear your voice. Maybe you
Hi.
Hi, hello. Yeah,
Yes,
I can
hi.
hear your voice now.
Thank you so much for having me here. I really, really appreciate it. It's a huge honor for me to be here for more reasons than one. To begin with, I myself was a foreign student to Singapore 20 years ago, and today I get to welcome foreign students to Singapore, and it's a huge honor. Thank you so much for having me here. Well, first of all, let's establish a bit of a baseline. I'm curious about how much you know Singapore to begin with. So there won't be any boring slides, I promise. Well, there'll be some, but not too many, I promise you. To begin with, let's do this. Log into Kahoot, that's the link, and that's your game pin. So please log in right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch screens and I'm going to go to the Kahoot website where you can see the game pin over there as well. But yes, I'd love to see as many participants as possible. Let's see, how many participants do we have online today?
Hello. We now we have around 200 participants in the room.
All right. Okay, 200. Let's make sure the number is decent. That's your pin number, game pin right there.
Yeah.
Please log in. Come on, all of you are smart enough to get into NTU. I'm sure you're smart enough to win this game. And it's going to be fun. Trust me. I mean, it's fascinating. At least I think it's very fascinating because I learned a lot about Singapore as a student living here. One of the best things I can say my takeaway as a foreign student in Singapore 20 years ago was having Singaporean friends who gave me true insight into what it means to ultimately be a Singaporean, which I am today. So yes, I hope you'll make the most of this opportunity as well. It's a vibrant and, as a professor just mentioned right now, diverse culture. that you're walking into right now. So I really hope that you make the most of it. And one of the best ways to make the most of it is to be enthusiastic and to come on board. I hope the music is not too loud, but that should get the tempo up there. Get you in the mood for a bit of competition. I want to give 1 more minute to everyone to just log in. Come on. Numbers are still moving. This is to establish a baseline, and also in many ways, I'd say not just establish a baseline, but also learn some new things and interesting things about Singapore. And trust me, I've tried the presentation versus this. I think it's way more fun this way. Okay, I'm going to just give 10 seconds more. 10 seconds. Oh, the numbers are still going up, making it very hard for me to start the game. Okay, I'm going to begin now. At this point, I will begin the game. That's your first question. How well do you know Singapore? Of course, that's not really the question. Singapore became an independent country in 1965. The main trigger was
I'm sorry, Ms. Seka, maybe your network is not working.
Well, Singapore was part of Malaysia,
okay.
And we became independent because we had a strong belief in meritocracy. I would strongly recommend for you all to read up a little bit about this because it's a very fascinating story, and one of our founding fathers, and many would claim he is the only founding father as well. Lee Kuan Yew, in fact, even broke down on television because he did not want the country to be independent. So we did not have the desire to be independent at all. We were kicked out. Malaysia kicked us out. Well, that happens. All right. But check it out. Why meritocracy? I'd strongly recommend that you Google that piece of information. It's very interesting and fascinating piece of history of Singapore. All right, next question. More answers this time. More answers. Oh, I forgot the scoreboard. All right. Okay, Joker is number 1. All right. Okay, next question. National language, colloquial language, and business language. Gotta have more than 30 responses. Last time that was not acceptable. Come on. Well, 18 of you got it right, and 14 of you thought it was English, English, English. Nope, nope. Yes, we do speak English, and that is the language of business. So that will be the language that you will probably you definitely will learn in school. That'll be the mode of communication. The colloquial language is Singlish. Truth be told, I don't speak Singlish really very well. I'm quite ashamed of that. I hope you all do a better job of picking up Singlish than I did. And yes, our national language is Malay, and that is because of historical reasons that we were part of Malaysia, so we held on to that part of our history. All right, let's see what's the scoreboard now. Goodness gracious, Joker has disappeared from the top. No, it's top 3. Joker is in top 3, but Hi is number 1. Hi. Okay, next question. How many people in Singapore own their own homes? The numbers are increasing with the responses. That's very heartening. I'm happy to see that. All right, only 9 of you got it right. And yes, the number is that high. 9 out of 10 people own their own homes. We are very proud of our public housing system. So most of your Singaporean friends, in fact, will be living in a public house. Most of them, not all, but 9 out of 10. And that's again part of Singapore's extremely strong housing policies. So please, when you're here, when you can make it to Singapore after whenever COVID permits it, please go check out the local homes. What are they like? What is public housing in Singapore like? Because it is, again, a very fascinating thing to check out. Okay, who's on top? Groot. Wow, you guys are really competitive. I have to say that the scoreboard changes really quickly. Most of the names from the top 5 have just all mixed up and changed. All right, next question. Singapore is home to. I like that architecture in Singapore, and you will see homes like that, by the way. It's really lovely. We call them shop houses. Sometimes they're shops, but they're actually houses. Yeah, all of the above. We do have the fastest walkers on this planet. It's almost something that we take pride of. The youngest iPhone app developer was a child back in 2009, if I remember correctly. That's when he developed this doodling app for children. And yes, the world's first international toilet organization was founded by a Singaporean right here. One of the reasons I put in this question is because I think it's one of those facets of Singapore it's beyond what you see. It's quite an interesting place. Unfortunately, most of this interesting thing is all hidden somewhere after, the Marina Bay Sand pictures, for instance. That's the only thing most people tend to know about Singapore. But yeah, there are lots of fun facets of Singapore, and I again urge you to explore it while you're here. Scoreboard. All right. Okay, next question. Singapore slang is, come on, you're like young people. Let me see if you get this right. Yep, it's a gin-based cocktail. And I'm surprised at least enough number of people thought it was a trick question and that it's a Singaporean catapult. No, it's not a Singaporean catapult. It's an interesting cocktail, super sweet. So I will warn you, it's a bit of a glass of diabetes, but I think all of you are of legal age. So when you come to Singapore, please do check it out. I mean, its birthplace is Singapore, and it's one of those cocktails for some reason that has made it to the international arena. I have no idea why. It's not that special, but it's interesting. Well, so there you go. All right, let's look at the scoreboard. Wow, lots of changes again. All right, simple true or false question. Singapore aspires to be a garden city. The answers are really slow on this one. This is 2% chance of getting it right and wrong. Yep, the actual answer is false. We do not aspire to be a garden city, not anymore, because we've already achieved that. So that was a bit of a trick question. Well, Singapore used to aspire to be a garden city. Now, the current aspiration is to be a city within a garden. How cool is that? It's pretty cool. So again, when you're here in Singapore, I'd love for you to check out the green spaces that we have in the city and some of the jungles as well that we've actually retained. It's interesting how you can be part of nature and be part of the city at the same time. And it's a very fascinating experience again. All right, now final question. Oh, well, let's look. Oh, wow, all new entries, pretty much. Oh no, at least a lot of green, like a lot of people have jumped up the scale. All right, final question. This is a giveaway. I'm going to put it out there. It's just a giveaway, total giveaway. Yes, we are super duper serious about our food. Very, very serious about our food. You can mess with Singaporeans with lots of things, but not with our food. That is one thing we will not take lightly. And while you're here again, I would urge you to check out all the kinds of cuisines we have to offer. Some we do better than the others, but you'll never get sick of food over here. That I can guarantee you. And that holds good also for vegetarians and vegans, by the way. Truth be told, when I moved here 20 years ago, it was not that easy for a vegetarian, but today, oh my God, the options are phenomenal. All right, let's look at the scoreboard now. Origin is number 3. Oyster, the 2. Now at number 1. All right, well done. Excellent. All right, I'm going to now switch to PowerPoint that I have for you all. So did you all notice that only 3 out of the 7 answers, that's how many you all got right. So that means that it's an opportunity, definitely, for you all to check out everything that Singapore has to offer and to learn about this place, which is great. I mean, I hope you'll make the most of this opportunity. All right, now I'm just going to load this. All right, we're done with the game. All right, so as I mentioned, I was a foreign student myself 20 years ago, and these are some of my top tips for integration. And I would say some of them from my personal experience and some from just observation. To begin with, like the last question said, the food. We are totally crazy about our food, so go try the local food. There's an amazing local jam called Kaya. Oh my God, it's so bad for your waistline, but it's an amazing thing that you've got to try. Eat at a hawker stall. These places are super cheap. For $2, $2.50, you can get a really good fried rice. Why spend that much at Marina Bay Sands? Well, you can for a change if you want to, or you can do it every day if you want to. But the beauty of Singaporean food is you can choose to spend $2.50 or $2,000 on a meal. Well, you will have the options for sure, everything in between. The second thing, sites. Check out the heartlands. Go beyond where your university is. Go beyond the downtown area. Go beyond the party scene. Go check out where people actually live. And check out a Pasar Malam. Pasar Malam is a night market. It has its own vibrant feel, and I would highly recommend just checking it out and getting something to eat on the street. It can be a really fun experience. Conversations. Pick up Singlish. Like I said, my Singlish is bad, but I do know the difference between a copy C and a copy O. Those are different types of coffees. And again, that's something I'm going to get you all to find out. How are they different? How do you order a coffee in Singlish? And talk to our taxi drivers. Oh my God, they love talking. Okay, I'm not talking about Grab drivers. They are, okay, they may or may not talk. But the traditional taxis, for some reason, our taxi drivers love talking, and they love talking politics. It's fascinating to just be in a ride and ask an uncle, hi, how is your day going? And he'll have a lot to share with you about it. And finally, the most important point, have meaningful relationships. Have meaningful relationships with Singaporean friends so that you can actually learn more about this culture that you're being introduced to. If if you don't do that, honestly, it's going to be such a missed opportunity and such a waste of such an awesome chance that you have that many other people will reject it for. So remember, you got through, many others did not. And to the last point of making meaningful relationships, that's where my organization comes into place as well. So the Singapore Global Network, pivoting a little bit now, basically we strongly believe it's not just about what you know, but it's also about who you know. And we are a network that is a government entity, a government agency, no doubt, but we're a network of people that are basically either talent, connection, or advocates. We're a division of the Economic Development Board of Singapore, and we've created a community around these spaces. And what does it mean to be talent, connections, and advocates? And what is it that we actually do? What does that translate to? What does it mean to be part of this network? Well, these are just some of the initiatives by SGN. So we've got a newsletter about Singapore and the region, whether it is jobs, whether it's investment opportunities, or social and cultural thematics. We cover a whole wide array of things. The second thing is there's also, of course, access to exclusive invite-only events. So very soon, I can't tell you when exactly or who exactly, but early September, we're going to have a mind-blowing, really cool event with some top names. And we're looking at, okay, I'm going to give you one of the names. The LinkedIn co-founder is one of the speakers on that event. And if you want to attend that event and listen to what he has to say about things, again, can't get into a lot of details, but there you go. That's one of the ways to find out about that event is by signing on the network. And we have regional virtual networking sessions as well. So for the ASEAN region, for the North Americans, we're now planning something for the greater Asia part, but that's work in progress. But again, that's an opportunity to connect with members over specific professional and social interests. And finally, industry-specific communities. So you're just coming into NTU, you're going to graduate, and when you graduate, you are going to wonder about what field you want to work in, or you already know what field you want to work in. And this is one of the great ways to connect with people within that industry so that you're then prepped for ultimately your job hunt process. Just to make it clear, we don't have a job board, we're not a job portal, but we do have the connections to make it possible. So, well, that is the QR code and that's the link right there. Please do sign up and we'd be happy to have you on board. And as soon as you sign up, you will get my email address as a confirmation email. If you've got any questions, please do feel free to ask. In addition, of course, if there are any questions right now on the board, I will also reply to them right now. Thank you so much once again for having me. And well, over back to you.
Okay, thank you so much for your generous sharing, Ms. Saka. And could you please wait for a minute? Here's a question for you. Yes, just now you give us an overview of the Singapore and the Singapore Global Network. And now we have a schoolmate from the College of Engineering. And he asked, as a research student in engineering college, shall we know more about the connections to industry-specific communities?
Oh, yes, totally. In fact, we've got a specific, another sign-up form for specifically the research community. And we're in the process, in fact, now of setting up a mentorship program where either you sign up as a mentee or a mentor, and we can actually help the connections be made. In addition to that, we're also in touch with, after all, we are a network, so we are in touch with all of the local universities, all of them, as well as the National Research Foundation and A-STAR to make these research connections possible.
So thank you so much for your answer, and let's thanks to Ms. Saka for her wonderful sharing today. And I'm sure you know more about Singapore now. And thank you, Ms. Saka. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
So maybe you know more about Singapore now, and shall we bring our new knowledge from some testing? Next up, we are coming to an exciting part of the program, and join us in the upcoming Kahoot game and win some exciting prizes. If you are the winner in the end, you'll find a notice on your mobile phone. Remember to take the screenshot and send it to us with your particulars, and we will approach you soon. To join the game, you need to find Kahoot.it in your browser and use the pin on the screen. And now I think you can find the pin on the screen. The PIN number is 675-684, sorry. And you see the pin on the screen? Oh, we have 3 players now. Now we have 20 players. Any more participants? And due to the possible delay of the network, some of you may not be able to answer the question for last session by Mr. Hasaka. So we will extend the time for you for this session, but also you need to remember that you still need to hit the right answer as fast as possible so that you can get higher score. We apologize for the inconvenience and hope you can enjoy the game. Now we have more than 100 players, so hurry up and join our game. And we will start in several seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We will start in 5 seconds. So are you ready? Let's go. Let's see our first question for you. The first question is, who is the president of NTU? A gentle reminder, please read the question more carefully. The president of NTU. Hurry up, hit the answer as quickly as possible. So time is up. Yeah, the right answer is Subra Suresh. Prof. Suresh was appointed president of NTU in July 2017 and began his tenure on the 1st January 2018. So congrats. And we see the scoreboard. And congrats to Hyde, you are the first now. And next question, which is the logo for NTU? Nice for this question. You may find the logo elsewhere in our campus actually, and I believe it's really an impressive logo. So which one is the right logo for NTU? Do you know that? I believe you saw it before, so just try your best to recall the image, to recall the logo for NTU. Okay, time is up. 66 of you got the right answer. Congrats. And we have our next question. Which NTU landmark is a wave? Now I should say that all of these buildings are landmarks in NTU, but which one is a wave? Actually, the Wave is the largest sports and recreation center in NTU, where you can enjoy the squash, tennis, and swimming, and so forth in the future. And also, a hint for you is that you may consider the appearance of the which one is most like the wave. 49 of you got the right answer. Congrats. And the fourth question. Which the following is the famous alumnus of NTU? They are all famous singers worldwide, right? J. Cho, or Lady Gaga, or Taylor Swift, or Stephanie Sun. Well, we got eight answers. 100. Okay. Time's up. Yes, the correct answer is Stephanie Sun. Stephanie Sun is a famous singer born in Singapore, and she graduated from NTU in 2008 and with a business degree specializing in marketing. So congrats. And we have our last question for this session. How many campuses does NTU have? This question is to test your familiarity about NTU. So how many campuses are there? You must say at least one campus, right? So 1 or 2, 3 or 4. Hurry up, hurry up. And great, it's 3 campuses. Yeah, there are 3 campuses for NTU. They are Yunnan Garden, Novella, and One North. So did you get your answer right? So let's see who are the winners for this session. Okay, the third prize is for A and second for Grace, and who is the top? Congratulations to all. And the top 3 players, please remember to take the screen of the notice on your mobile phone and send us your computers, and we will approach you soon. Thank you so much for your enjoying, and I hope you enjoyed that and you get another chance to try your knowledge before the end of our program. Thank you. And now we have Ms. Carolyn Pang.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Ms. Pang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi. Good afternoon.
May I first give a brief introduction about you?
Sure.
Yeah. Ms. Carolyn Pang is a university librarian from the Office of Information, Knowledge, and Library Services. And today she will be sharing us with some stories of our libraries. And first, could you please share your slides?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome to everyone. Yeah, and let me just move this out of the way and start my slideshow. Okay, and it's really a beautiful day at the campus today. For the last 2-3 weeks, all the librarians have returned to campus, and we're preparing the libraries to be open. And as of now, all the libraries on campus are open. Okay, so how many libraries do we have? We've got 7 libraries on campus. Okay, and you can see they are more or less divided into North and South Spine. Okay, and then we have a medical library on the Novena campus and an NIE library that's nearby. So you can make use of all these libraries. They are open till quite late. Not all are 24 hours accessible, but there'll be study rooms that you can access 24/7. Okay, the libraries have been marked out for social distancing. So you'll see when you go into the libraries that there are places that are marked up with X, and don't sit there. Okay, so effectively we're all opened and ready for business in that sense. Okay, and we support you through 3 main ways: resources, services, and spaces. Okay, and today I can't run through everything about the library. Okay, I'm getting a message to say my PowerPoint is not working. Do you all see my PowerPoint? Nope. Okay, I need to unshare. I need to share again. Yeah, it dropped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So please share it again.
Yeah, okay, I think it dropped off. Excuse me a while. Let me open up my PowerPoint. Oh no, wait up. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, no worry.
Okay, it's firing up. Let me try and share again. Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, great.
Okay, great, thank you.
All right, let's go on with. Okay, so today I cannot share with you everything about the library. So the one key takeaway you must have is to know how to go to the library website and get information from there. So it's just www.ntu.sg, edu.sg, then /library, and you'll get onto the library webpage. We'll post all the latest announcements and services and everything you want to know about library, all on that website. Okay, so be sure to visit the website. Okay, and in terms of research support, we have a very good discovery tool where it's very Google-like. You can type in something and you can immediately start searching across many of our databases. We've got 280 databases, 100,000 electronic journals, and 1 million electronic books and print books. So that's a very sizable collection. It can support you in all ways for your research, okay, and your study. And we also have interesting tools. I have no time to show you here, but we have something called the LibGenie. It's a tool that you can install and it will help you get your full text and very seamlessly. So when you go to the library website, look up for LibGenie and it can help you in your research very well. Okay, and if there's anything that's not in our collection, we do have our document delivery service, and we can get documents and articles delivered to you from anywhere in the world. All right, so these are some of the resources that we have to support your research. And of course, once you've done your research, you can deposit into our repositories, DRNTU, as well as DRNTU data. So once you deposit here, it helps you, have a it encourages open access, and people can discover your research, and of course that will make your research impact greater. Okay, and the services that we have are many workshops that you can attend to improve your scholarship skills. Some of them are just like your data management plan, we can help you with that, and also some of the applications or platforms that you might need help in, EndNote especially, and also ways on how to boost the visibility of your research. Okay, so due to COVID-19, a lot of these workshops have moved online, and I think next week or end of week and in September, we're planning some workshops as well, especially for the early researchers and early faculty. Okay, and never fear if you have any problems looking for resources. Okay, never fear, your librarian is near. You can always contact us for consultation one-on-one. Again, this can be in person or online. A lot of this have moved online, and we've gotten quite a lot of feedback to say that people enjoyed the online consultations a lot more because it's very personable, you know, and it's very personalized as well. And your librarian you can almost get one-to-one attention, you know, in that sense, you know. And sometimes, if you're lucky, 2 librarians will come and help you with your questions. Okay, so remember, we have a literature search consultation, or any kind of queries you may have, do approach the library. We've got lots of databases, so sometimes it might be quite confusing on know which one to use, and where do you start with your research, you know, and many things like that. Okay, so talk to your librarian. Okay, you can just go on the website and contact us. And you can see this is a picture of you know, last time the nice workshops that we conducted, and it's very well attended. You know, we contribute to the vibrancy of campus life. Okay, and you know, unfortunately now we try to replicate this experience online. It's quite good. It's still quite well attended. In fact, a lot of our workshops has been increased because I think a lot of people are at home, or you know, it's easier to attend online. So we've also experienced quite a lot of success with this. And you can see the spaces when you come to campus, or when if you're already on campus, you know, you can see many types of study spaces we have, learning pods. Again, all these are subjected to social distancing. What we have also recently in sort of earmarked is spaces where students can attend their online lectures, where it's not totally quiet or totally silent. You can actually interact a little bit by speaking. So we have actually earmarked some of these spaces, which is unusual because normally when you go to the library, you want some quietness. We have also retained some of the quiet areas, you know, so when you come on board and or on the library website, you can find more information a bit about this. So we have spaces where you can sort of go online, discuss a little bit, or for a small group together, you know, not more than 5. Okay, or we have also spaces where it's totally quiet, for quiet study, you know, and again, it's spaced out for social distancing. And of course, you must wear your mask when you go to the library. Okay. And so this is my last slide. I'll take any questions about the library. Just know that the library is always here for you. Okay, and it's really, every library is a little different. So the design and architecture and the feel of it all, that, you know, you should visit all the libraries. When I first started working here, I actually walked to every library without taking the bus, and I think I clocked 30,000 steps in that day, and then next day my legs were aching. So the libraries are not very near to each other. You must take the internal bus, you know, but do make it a point to see the libraries. You are entitled to go to any library to have a look and to borrow items. Okay, thank you. That's the end of my presentation.
Thank you so much for your wonderful sharing, Ms. Pang. And we have got so many questions for you. And it seems that our students are quite interested in the workshop by our library. And one of them asked, I want to know that how often will the workshops be organized during the semester? Could you give us? Yeah.
Yeah, we try to organize at least, you know, 1 or 2 or 3. It really depends on the frequency, and the sign up. But usually in 1 month, we will repeat, for example, the EndNote workshops, you know, 2 or 3 times a month, you know, and we try to keep the online classes small, because we realize, you know, during COVID-19, that if the class is too big online, it's very difficult to have good impact, and for the learning is been diluted. So we've come up with our best practice of maybe 5 to 10 participants, with 2 librarians managing, you know, the IT, as well as you know, showing the demos and taking the questions, you know, and we have ran some workshops like 3 times a month, the same workshop. You know, so look out at the library website. It's really quite demand driven, and you know, if any time you missed out those workshops and you would like some personal attention, you can still contact us. Yeah, so don't worry. You know, I mean, we really hope that you would go to our workshops, because it really help you with your research skills. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your answer, Ms. Pang. I believe our library will meet our new students very soon. Thank you for your sharing today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have our last speaker, Mr. Tonanen Panyawat, but we always call him by his nickname, Sher. as he is the president of the 10th NTU Graduate Students Association, and his presentation will be about the GSA and your exciting student life here in NTU. Hello, Chair, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, could you please first share your slides to us?
Definitely. Let me try. Is the slide on?
Yeah, maybe there's some problem. I just wait for a minute.
Let me try it again. So, good day, everyone. So today I would like to talk to you about what we are, the Graduate Student Association, or NTU GSA, and how our story is related to you. So first of all, like our orientation right now is also like the hardworking of my colleagues, and also like not only the orientation event, but we also have like a lot of things planned for you before when you can join us here. So thanks to my friend that I can talk to you today. So I want to reach out to you about what our organization is, what is our goal, what do we do, what is our structure, and what is for you if you wish to join us. So let me start with our goal and how is we related to you. Our organization main goal can be summed up by 2 points. First is we are here to representing your interest. We are representing all the graduate students of NTU, so that everyone can have like be the best of themselves when they are spending their time in here. And the second, also when representing the student, we also take it to our task to create a conducive learning environment for all the students. That is 2 of our main goals that I want you to remember. The rest of that is we also like want to uphold and respect the dignity of every member, regardless of their religion, race, or nationality. We are here to promote your welfare, improve your student life, and foster a strong working relationship between the member of our graduate student community with the rest of the university, whether it be the undergraduate, faculty, or the university administration. The next question will be, how can we reach our goal, as I stated before, representing and creating a better learning environment? What we can do is, first, we are your representative in discussing with the administration and student body NTU. We also work with everyone with one goal in mind, how to make NTU the better place for all of us, so that everyone can be the best version of themselves. Also, rather than representing the student, we also take it to ourselves by creating a better learning environment, by organizing and promote events, and also managing our community space, which we call it the Yunnan Corner. As Prof. Kwok said before, the diversity is a core value of student here at NTU. We wish to integrate everyone and make sure that everyone is heard by our series of activities, whether it be activities or like the town hall meeting or like the series of our announcement that we plan to roll out throughout the year. Let's talk about the activity. What do we have planned for you for the whole year? First of all is definitely the orientation, where we are here right now. The orientation meant to introduce freshmen, the culture and community of NTU, including fun socializing events, by providing the student with guidance and advice they needed to adapt to the university and the community we have here. The next is the academic activity, where we aim to challenge students to push the boundary of their intellect and their presentation skills, and also showcase the wider audience what we have to offer. Our flagship academic event is the 3-minute thesis, the event where everyone is encouraged to present their thesis. We are organized together with the university administration. We also have series of other seminars such as how to write a great paper, or the series where we collaborate with the library. The next will be the career activity, where we introduce a career opportunity and enlighten students about what skill will be needed to face employment, both in academic and industrial. We work with corporate, venture capitalists, incubator, and professional in telling you what you needed or what we want to equip you so that you can be more prepared even after your graduation. The next is the lighthearted one, the recreation. Recreation provides everyone with opportunity to nourish our recreation skill and provide us with way to escape from our routine work, which gonna be gruesome, to be honest. The series of events we have is a get-together such as yoga, mass exercise, nature walk, karaoke night, bowling night. We also have cultural events where we encourage the student to bring the best of their culture and present it to all of us, such as the Iftar, the Festival of Light, or the Confluence. You can learn a lot more by coming here, and we will roll out the information moving on forward. The next will be sports. What is more to say about them? Sport is sport. We aim to promote the active life of students and give them opportunity to relax, have fun after their long working days. Last but not least, we also have the event in welfare. Welfare is more or less hard to adjust, but if we have to define, our welfare event is more of reaching out to the student and try to improve the situation that they are facing, both in the general problem and the individual case. One of the things that we promote here is the mental health. We know that postgraduate study is going to be a very challenging situation you're going to be in. So we are here along the way, and our welfare activity is meant for everyone to be the best version of themselves as well. And after all that, I want to introduce you a bit of our organization, which is the NTU Graduate Student Association. We are led by the GSA Council, where we have the president of Graduate Student Club, or think about it as a student club in each school. Everyone gets together to form a Graduate Student Association Council. And the council oversights our association as a whole. The association is led by the top member, which is our vice president of welfare, where he focusing on recreation, sport, and welfare. We have vice president of academic, which focus on the academic career orientation. We also have our general secretary, which led the administration and publicity team, and our treasurer. Administration team manage the human resource, overall logistical matter of the team, and maintaining the operation of our community space, which is the Yunnan Corner. The publicity team is responsible to communicating with all of us, the social media platform, the emails that you got every now and then. We also maintaining the notice board, managing photograph, and designing publicity material. With all of that branch, I know it's like a lot to take in, but I still want to emphasize our key message of our association. It's about you, it's about us. So we are here, all of our organization is catered toward making your life in NTU as a postgraduate student and beyond the best chapter of your life. So if you are agreeing is what I'm saying so far and you're interested in joining us, do come join us, please. We have an election of executive committee in every April. And apart from executive committee, we also have subcommittee member where we have recruitment in either November or May. And if you are interested in one event in particular and you want to become a volunteer, feel free to approach our director in the email that you can find from our website. The student body contains not only the association, but we also have other student bodies such as the graduate student clubs, the TEDx NTU, or the Toastmaster clubs. If you are interested in those opportunities, keep an eye out on your email, which we will be rolling out how you can get engaged with our student community anytime soon. And the last thing is I want to introduce you the Yunnan Corner, or the center place where we encourage all graduate students to join. It is located right here. If you can see the cursor, it's like right behind the hall 2 and canteen 2. The Yunnan Corner is right below. So if you have time, feel free to reach out to us and perhaps we can have a get-together sometime soon. And this is my last slides. Thank you for your time. And if you want to contact us, here's the email. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, we'll be really grateful. You can scan the QR code presented here for our orientation handbook, where we devoted our effort to make sure that your transition into a postgraduate student is as smooth as possible. And if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to get to know how we can help you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much for your sharing today, Shia. And let's see the questions for you. I got a very interesting question. One of our new students asked, so can we join some clubs like the dancing club through the GSA?
The clubs we have right now is actually different from the association. We have a club that is directly tied to associations such as the dance group, or we plan to open the music group as well. Our clubs we also plan to roll out along the year this year. But for other clubs, we can reach out to us and we will be happy to connect you with any club you want to join. The student clubs will also hold their festival during the beginning of the semester. So if you have time, feel free to check them out and they will be like really happy to accept you as a new member.
Thank you much for your answer. And I think if you are interested in these amazing activities, remember, don't hesitate to join us. Thank you so much for your sharing, Chair. Thank you. And now we will be playing our second session of Kahoot. And there are also 5 questions for you. If you missed the prizes for the first session, now you have another chance to win them back. The prizes are still waiting for you. So one more time, could you join the Kahoot by the pin on the screen? So do I need to repeat the rules for this game again? I think no need, right? But a gentle reminder, read the question carefully and hit the answer as fast as you can, so you can get a higher score for yourself. Now we have more than 50 players, 55, 60. And any other participants, any more of you? So we will start now. The first question is, when is Singapore's National Day? Actually, Singapore has around 11 public holidays a year, and the National Day is one of the biggest festivals because it is the day that Singapore declares independence from Malaysia. So, which date is the National Day for Singapore? And the date for the independence? Now we got more than 50 answers and 60 answers. Okay, time is up. The right answer is the 9th of August. So it's coming very soon, right? It's so great that we can celebrate it together. Yeah, and congrats. And next question. Which one is a Milo dinosaur? So the dinosaur is not an animal in this question. It's kind of a drink, kind of beverage. Now I should say that Milo, dinosaur, is an Oceanic Malaysian Singaporean language. Milo dinosaur. Yeah, congrats. We have 59 students who got the right answer. And next question. Which part of Singapore is NTU located? The north, south, west, or the east, or elsewhere? I'm not sure whether all of you know the right answer, but I'm sure that some of you are using Google Maps, right? But pay more attention to the time, please. Anissa? Yes, the correct answer is that the NTU is located in the west part of Singapore. So congrats. And next question. This question is about Singlish. And the question is, what is the meaning of Yaya Papaya? So the meaning for the Yaya Papaya. And there are also many interesting expressions in Singlish, and you need to guess or you know the right answer, just hit it. It means to be left out, or to show off, or to express one's excitement. While the right answer is to show off or to be arrogant. And now we have our last question. NTU GSA was formed in which year? (2009, 2010, 2011, or the 12? Actually, the Graduate Student Association of NTU has been established for 10 years, and we hope that GSA will be better and better in the future. So let's see our winners for this session. Okay, the third prize is for YQ, and the second place is Jerry. And let's see the first place for this session is I. And the winners, remember to take a screenshot of your mobile phone and send us the photo with your particulars, and we will approach you soon. Thank you so much for your participation. And now we are also approaching the end of the event, and we would like to thank Prof. Ko, Ms. Saka, Ms. Pang, and Tonanen for gracing our event. We would also like to thank every one of you for your attendance. And next, could you please help us with the feedback survey by scanning the QR code? Please do help us with the survey, and we hope that you are satisfied with our briefing today and looking forward to your kind suggestions. Winner of Kahoot game, again, I inform you that please contact us via this email address, and thank you so much. Please pay more attention to the upcoming events by GSA and hope you are having exciting and memorable experience here in next few years. And that's all for today. Thank you and bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.